Yo, how's it going, folks? It's me again, your boy Tabo, and yeah, I'm back again with another session. And today's lesson is gonna be on file system. Yes, I told you in the last episode that this is what we're gonna be covering. So yeah, I just want to apologize in advance. My brain is a bit groggy, didn't sleep much, so I will try my best to not sound like I'm a zombie. Okay. But okay, basically we're just gonna get started. Okay, let me just clear my terminal and yeah, we can get rolling. Okay, so first I'm gonna start by creating a file system variable. So I'm gonna say, okay, sorry, first of all I'm gonna create a file called Lesson-2, but it is already created. I just created it prior to me starting recording. So yeah, I open my file. So I'm now gonna create the variable fs, which stands for file system, and then I'm gonna require it from our modules. Say fs. Okay, and then save that. Now file system has a lot of different functions. So basically the ones that we're gonna cover today is read stream, write stream, open, file system open. So basically write stream is basically writing a new file, creating and writing a new file. Then open is basically opening a new file, but that also gives you different flags that you can use to determine what you want to do after you open the file. Okay, so I'm gonna be covering these. So what I'm gonna do now also is open up the docs in NodeJS, and go to the home page, and then click right here on docs. Well, go to LTS, and then yeah, here on file system. Now basically this is the entire these are all the classes, so all the stuff. This is what the class entails. Okay, so it's quite a lot, like it's quite a big module with a whole lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff I'm not going to cover it now, maybe in the future, but it'll depend on the use case. Anyway, I want to make this quick so you can check that out, just to see how much stuff is there, because yeah, you are going to need to check it out for yourself. But anyway, so now the one that I'm going to start with is basically write stream. So we're going to create a file. I had created one earlier, so I'm just gonna delete that. Just prepping myself there. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how our file system works. So I'm gonna start first with write file. So I'll say fs.write file. Okay, so now the arguments that it takes is the path. That is the path, basically the name of the file, right? But that also needs to include the path. So what I use as a trick is dir name. Okay, now this is a good trick because it saves me the trouble of having to basically copy and paste this path over here, So if I had to log that, I'll say dir name, and when I run it over here, this is what dir name shows. Okay, it just basically shows me the directory that I'm on. So now with all of that said, the first thing that I need to specify is the path. So I'll say dir name, and then I'll say plus, and the file that I want to create is called, I'm gonna call it my text dot, not my text, but my text dot txt, and then I want it to be Unicode, so I have to specify here UTF-8, and then I'll say error so that I can check for errors. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, okay, if error, I'll say if error, then throw error. Okay, but else I want you to basically log here that the file was created successfully. Okay, So say log file created. Okay, so now we're gonna run this and let's see what happens. So if I did everything correctly, then it should say file created. Cool. It says file created, so let's go check. Oh, there we go. So now I've got my file in there. But when I open, then yeah, my bad. This is my mistake. You see, this is what I've written inside of the file. I've written UTF-8, but that's actually not what was supposed to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so the next one in line is read file. So this is how you go about using it. Let's say fs.read file. And then in here I have to specify the path name, so it's dir name, and then plus the name of my file, which is my text.txt. Okay, and then I'll say it's UTF code, and then say error, and then data as my argument. Okay, so then I will check if there's an error. If there is an error, then I will say throw error, but else show me what you got. So if everything goes well, then this is what I want to see. So I'm gonna basically log the data out. So let's see if I did everything correctly and there are no mistakes. Okay, yes, over here dir name is supposed to be 2 underscores. Cool. There you go. So that's the text that's showing in there. It says this is a new file. Okay, so that's awesome. So that means that that is working. The next one that we're going to cover is fs open. Now all this does is it opens a file. So once again I have to specify the directory. We'll say my text.txt, and then I have to include a flag here. Now I'll show you what that means. Basically, let's look for open. See, if you can see here, it requires the path, flag, mode, and then callback. Okay, what are the flags? What does that really mean? Okay, the flags are over here. So these basically give you different options. Like A, for instance, you open the file for appending. The file is created if it doesn't exist. AX, like A, but fails if the path exists. So you have all these different options here. So if you want to open the file for reading and appending, then you choose whichever one is applicable. So appending just means that you're adding on to the text, and reading and writing just means that you can read the file and you write on it, but when you write, you basically write anew, so it removes anything else that was written prior to that. Okay, so which one suits us? Okay, we're gonna go for A+. Alright, so we'll say A+, that's the flag we're gonna use. And then I will, okay, wait. Okay, so I'll check, I'll have an error argument, and then FD. Basically FD is an identifier for the file. Okay, so I'll say if error, then throw error, and if not, then just show me what you've got. So I'm gonna log FD. Okay, so if FD, if it doesn't throw an error, then it means that the file exists. Okay, Alright, cool. We've got 3 here, so it means that the file exists. So what we want to do after this is that over here, then we want to then write to the file. So say fs.write file. We use fd as an identifier. Okay. Then I'll say this is an addition to the text. Okay, should be that, and then once again utf8, and so we'll check for errors. Say if error, then please throw error, else show me what you've got. So we will log file appended successfully. Okay, so if that's the message that we get, then it means that it's good news. Okay, so okay, cool. So there we go, file appended successfully. So let's go check if everything is looking good. Cool. So this is a new file. This is an addition to the text. Okay, so I can run it again if I want to and say yeah, even more text. Okay, so let's see if our program is working as we want it to. Cool. So this is a new file. This is an addition to the text, even more text. Okay, cool. So now you know how to use read file, write file, and open. Okay, so these are the ones that we've covered so far. Okay, so you can check that out again. Just go through it and look at them all. Write file, read file, open. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you create read stream, and how I'm going to use this one is I'm going to combine it with HTTP. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable, say a const HTTP equals to require HTTP. All right, so now we're going to create a server. Okay, so I'll say const server is equal to http dot create server, and in our server then we'll have a callback. Inside the callback we will have a request and response. Okay, so we'll say res dot write head status code is 200, and then inside the content type we want it to be HTML. Okay, so we'll say text HTML. We will say fs dot, basically this is gonna call the page, so this is how we can display HTML. Now this is a neat trick that I got from one guy. Yeah, shout out to the Net Ninja. This is a cool trick that I learned from him, so yeah, big ups to that. So I'll say yeah, fs.read stream, and then okay, in here then I will say directory name plus then no plus index dot HTML. Okay, I created I have an HTML file that I included here. Well, I basically made it prior to the lesson so that I don't have to recreate it all over again. So yeah, I basically want to use that, and then what I will do is that I will use a JavaScript method called pipe. Now this is gonna save you a lot of time. I think this is a cool trick. So what this is gonna do is when I basically run my server, and then I go to the port, to the web browser, then it will display a message. Now this is what's on the HTML file, so it should display this message, hello superheroes in the making. Okay, that's what we're supposed to see. And so now I'm gonna run my server, say server dot listen, and then I'm gonna listen to the server on port 3030, and whoops, okay, and then I'm gonna log running server on port 3030. Okay, cool. And then then we will see our beautiful page right there. Okay, here's our page over here. So let me run the server. Wait. Okay, so the server is running. Let's check it out. Cool. So there's our message here. So basically, if you wanted to show a home page, this is how you would do it. Okay. Now this is this is a cheap trick, really. If you wanted to run a proper website, you would have to have a better routing system. Yeah. Okay. But you can you can use that to determine which URL shows which information. So what I can do, I'll say if request.url is equal .url is equal to that. Okay, this is what I want you to show me, and else show me something else. Okay, so let's just create another HTML page, and then I'll just say here. Okay, so where would I display it? I'll say okay, rather let me just say new page. Okay, cool. So now this is what we're gonna get, and then here I'll just say copy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's stop the server and run it again. Cool. Let's check that out. Okay, that's working just fine. And let's say a new page. Hello superheroes, new page here. Hello superheroes in the making. That's weird. Okay, well, it seems to be okay displaying the same message on both. Well, it's probably because I didn't remove this. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, that is what's going on, but I just have to yeah, excuse me, today has been like a very long day. Yeah, cool. So that's how it works. Yeah, new page there. Okay, cool. Alrighty, yo. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna make this one short. So basically, this is what you've learned. You learned how to create a read stream. So what I would encourage you to do is practice, you know, come up with different variations of this, how you can use this. Okay, I will see you in the next one. So love and peace, my brothers and sisters. Till the next one, I'm out.